It's a ghost. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven aka Storm and I am back with some more of the Mighty Battle Lizard in the Elder Scrolls Online. Just sending out the invitations to see if I can get some people into the chat. If not, that's okay too. Alright, let's get rolling. We got a whole bunch of stuff to do today. First thing we're going to do is, I believe we're going to head towards, I think the first thing we're going to do is head towards the, we're going to head towards Castle Ravenloft and do that quest next. Not Ravenloft, sorry, Ravenwatch. That is a bad habit and I keep doing it. Probably for good reason, though, because Ravenwatch, Ravenloft, they're quite similar, and I'm fairly certain that Ravenwatch is a reference to Castle Ravenloft. If I was to look it up, it would probably be a reference to that. Bethesda's known for doing, or, well, not just Bethesda, but the developer in general is known for doing references to pop culture. It would not surprise me if Ravenwatch wasn't a direct reference. Then again, Ravenwatch could have been, I mean, all the way back, even back in Arena, I think Ravenloft would have already been out at that point. So it could have been a reference all the way back then, too. Yeah, this area is going to be important for a quest later on, so we'll definitely be back here again. Right now, we need to head to Ravenwatch Castle, which means going back into Crestshade. Or never go back into Crestshade after I left it last, but now it's time to head right back into Crestshade. Found out you have to complete 43 quests in this zone in order to get the Adventurer achievement, which is kind of crazy. My other character's done so much of this map and still only done 36 quests. So we're going to try to grab every quest we possibly can when we're going through. We're not going to skip any. See if it's possible to get that achievement. Might also find some locations where I can go and do my other quest. Because I'm currently at 10, which is, I've got 36 on my other character. So there's 26 more quests I've done on that other character than on this character. Which makes sense, that character's completed this zone and this character's just getting started. I'm actually quite glad I have a whole bunch of skill points saved up because it's going to be really important for, there's a new system coming out, the inequities and the artifacts, and they're going to require skill points, I'm thinking. So having those skill points now will definitely, well, I don't know if I'm going to use them with Reewish or not. I'm probably going to use them on my main character, so I'm going to have to grind up skill points on that character.
You eat too fast. You don't want to harm poor Carl.
We need to feed to get stronger. When Montclair shows up, I want to be ready.
That is not our way, child, and you know it. Stop feasting, now.
Fine, whatever. I mean, I'm sorry, Count Verandis. You know I only want to help.
Of course, my child. Now, let's clear away our meal and welcome our friend. Carlin, as always, I thank you for sharing your life's blood with us. I live to please, my lord.
So you called him a meal, and then are you going to partake in the meal, demonic chicken?
Count Verandis is a kind and caring master. I'm grateful for everything he's done for me.
But Verandis and his friends drink your blood.
Yes, and I'm honored to share my lifeblood with them. And in exchange, they take care of me, provide for my every need. They treat me well. All in all, I'm quite content.
You know what? I'm absolutely fine with that.
Ugh, don't look so shocked. Haven't you ever seen anyone enjoying a meal before? Do not give Adusa such a look. We are not all Montclairs, you know.
Hey, I know you.
I apologize if the scene before you makes you uncomfortable. I did not expect you to arrive during our mealtime. As for why I kept my true nature hidden, well, let's just say that Emmerich insisted, and one does not refuse the High King lightly.
You're a vampire?
I have been called far worse, but I prefer to think of myself and my companions as gifted. We are not ashamed of our condition. We are not monsters. Now this is the part where we gasp and ask calmly, how can I trust you?
King Emmerich said I should trust you.
The High King is a wise man, which is why I supported him and not the Mad King, Dancer. We all have the ability to make our own decisions. Long ago, I decided to live in peace with the Montclair, not feast upon it.
Can you tell us anything to help us deal with Montclair?
You were able to drive off Rosal Jewel and take back Shornham. Those were no small feats, I assure you. But Emmerich needs our help to restore Rivenspire's tranquility. You need to understand, there is more to Montclair than simple ambition.
You hinted at this before. Tell me what you're talking about.
Walk with me and I will explain. There is much I need to show you and time grows short.
Very well, Count.
Adusa, please make sure Gwendis behaves herself. Poor Carlin needs time to recover.
The little one gets no dessert this evening. Adusa will make sure.
To understand the path that Montclair follows, you must understand how he came to walk upon it. I believe the key to stopping him hides within my own memory. Memories are elusive shadows, hiding truths behind our own perceptions. But what if someone else could examine them? What would they see that we do? I'd like to try something, if you're willing. This potion will allow you. I would never bring an outsider into my memories if I didn't believe it was imperative. The memories we will revisit, they are painful for me. It is with a heavy heart that I ask you to embark upon this journey with me.
I need to know more before I agree to this.
Ask your questions then. I will answer what I can.
What is this potion?
Nothing that will harm you, rest assured. The mixture contains various herbs, dusk nectar, and a few drops of my blood. But don't worry. It takes more than a little blood to turn someone into a vampire.
Why me? Why not one of your vampires?
They know me too well, and they are used to acquiescing to my will. They don't have the perspective, the distance to see beyond what I saw. I need someone who has proven their worth. A relative stranger that I can trust.
Okay, let's do this. Dreamwalk potion. No hesitation. Let's do this.
I must say, it's rather strange seeing you as me.
Mother, please. You have to take the medicine. Rizal Jewel can help you.
Sweet daughter. I can't go on like this. I don't want to spend my final days as an experiment. Instead, let me spend them with the ones I love.
Even in retrospect, reliving this is difficult. Her pain, her suffering. She had so much courage.
There has to be something more we can do. Ferrandis, can I talk to you for a moment?
Oh, right. I'm him right now.
Layla doesn't have much time. I know it. She knows it. She's trying to be so strong, but I swore I would never ask this of you. It goes against everything I believe in. But damn it. She's my wife. I don't want to lose her.
No, my friend, you can't ask that of me.
I know. You swore an oath. No one should ever have to endure the things you've gone through because of what you are. But you're alive. That's more than my wife will be if you don't help her.
She deserves a better fate than becoming a vampire.
You can't make that decision for her. Neither can I. But you can give her a chance. I know you care about her. You can't just stand there and watch her die.
You're right, let me ask Layla what she wants to do.
Thank you. I know she'll make the right decision. She may no longer be the woman I know, but at least she'll be alive. She'll be with me. I can still love her.
Alright, let's talk to her.
My dear friend, Verandis. I'm glad you're here. You've always been so good to our family. I never really thanked you for that.
Hold on, I'm gonna have Joe join the party. So it looks like we're gonna have a guest on the stream tonight. Welcome, Joe. Been a while since we had you on the stream.
Oh, well, I'm not actually on the stream. I just, I figured while I was on my PS4, I figured, like, why not just join the call?
Yeah, that works. We are currently talking to a dying woman right now.
Verandis,
Oh, charming.
after I'm gone, you need to continue to watch over my family. Wylan will need your strong, steadying presence more than ever.
There is a way to avoid this, Layla.
No, my friend. Your gift isn't the solution. Not for me. I refuse to accept an existence that forces me to watch as my children, my husband, everyone I know, ages before my eyes.
Of course, Layla, as you wish.
Something's wrong. I have vague recollections of talking to someone else. But why can't I remember? You need to look around, see what we missed.
Oh, that's what we missed. There's a lizard here. You gross lizard. How goes the grinding, Joe?
I've just started. I went and grabbed some. I've grabbed some gnomes as well.
I heard.
Oh, okay. Is it too loud?
No, it's fine.
Just listen to me.
Okay.
I could show him exactly how to heal his wife and end her suffering.
What are you talking about, lizard?
I'm talking about knowledge and ancient magic. I'm talking about the forgotten arts of the aliens themselves. Would you deny Our Lady any chance for a cure, no matter what the source?
You fool! Alien ruins or alien artifacts always go terrible. It happens every time. I want to see the Barons healed with all my heart.
I happen to possess an alien relic, or at least a shard from one. But the Baron won't listen to me, especially since Our Lady started refusing my help. If I give you this stone, will you present it to the Baron? He listens to you, my friend.
You are a crafty lizard, Ra's al Ghul. Get the... It reminds me of Ra's al Ghul. I wonder if that's a reference. Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul.
Who knows? Does he lead? Does he lead the Shadow Scouts?
No. No, he's a necromancer.
No, probably not. No, the Necromancer's not too far off.
I would never have recalled that.
Do you count the Necromancer if the only person you raise is yourself?
What else have I forgotten?
I mean,
Cheers for Verandis.
necromancers raise themselves from the dead.
Yes.
I know, but no one else, I mean.
Friend Verandis. How can we
He is
ever
great,
repay
isn't
him?
he? He is great, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Verandis Ravenwatch is an obvious reference to Ravenloft, so, and Count Strahd von Zarovich,
So happy at this.
though not as nearly as evil.
We were all together, friends and family, enjoying each other's company for the final time.
Verandis, may I speak to you for a moment? Alone?
I don't recall speaking with Layla. Why can't I remember that? Razel Jewel knew about the Iliad relic the entire time. He convinced me to give it to Wylon. Why didn't I remember that? And this memory. I recall our celebration, the toasts. But this moment, talking to Layla, I don't remember that happening.
Tell me more about this celebration.
As I now recall, Razel Jewel gave me a shard. A piece of an Iliad relic. I presented it to Montclair and he in turn used it to heal his wife. In less than a day, Layla was recovering and on her feet again. It was nothing short of miraculous.
The shard cured her?
Not exactly. It helped, but I can't remember why. We were here celebrating Layla's improved condition when... and that's all I can recall. I'm sure the key is hidden in my memories. Please explore this moment and see what you can learn.
Oh, she is bent over and clutching her stomach. Oh.
Verandis, you mustn't
getting
say
held
anything. Please. I'm sure this will pass. I just need the stone. Another treatment and I'll be fine.
Layla, you aren't well.
Just a little dizziness. A little discomfort. It must be all this activity lately. Verandis, I don't think the stone shard is powerful enough. It helps, but it doesn't last. And now, I feel empty. I can't explain it.
We need to tell Wylon about this.
No, you leave him be. He's happy now. I can't stand to see him worried, sitting beside my bed, helpless, consumed with grief. Not again. The stone shard. It's obviously a part of something larger. Could that be the cure we're looking for?
I don't know. Perhaps there's more information in Alien Tomes Razel Jewel has been researching.
Talk to the Argonian. See what he's found out. We need to find the larger relic. Or at least another shard of stone. I hate to ask, but I need you to do this one last favor. For Wylon. For me.
Of course, Layla. I'll talk to Razel Jewel and see what he thinks.
I knew I could count on you, dear friend. Now, I need to compose myself and return to the party. But I think I'll go to sleep early this evening. I'm sure I just need a little more rest.
No, you need more than rest, my friend. Let me go speak to the lizard.
Count Verandis. Hello. It's good to see you. Hope you're well. God, what am I saying? Of course you're well. You're a vampire. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Must have had a little too much wine.
You seem distracted. Is everything all right?
Right as rain. Now the mother's back on her feet. I was thinking, I wanted to find a way to thank you for all you've done for us. Maybe next time you're in Shornhelm, I can make you a nice meal.
Lyria, you know I never eat food.
Oh, by the divines, how embarrassing. Well, how about you feed on me instead? Oh, can't believe I just said that. Pardon me while I slip away and find
I mean, if you're offering.
Maybe he has a potion I can drink to make me forget this awkward moment.
See, there's kind of some inconsistencies with how vampirism works in Elder Scrolls. I'm sure you've noticed it too, Joe. Like, just being bitten by a vampire doesn't guarantee that you're going to turn into one, but you can be scratched by a vampire and turn into one. So you think, directly feeding on a vampire would be, or on someone would be sufficient to turn them, yet a single scratch can do it, while feeding on them doesn't always necessarily. I don't really understand how that works.
Maybe it's just either or and it's a matter of chance, like they make a con save in D&D.
That, or it's intent, maybe. Maybe you have to intend to turn them in order for there to be a chance of being turned. Ooh, there's a glowing shard on the table. I don't like the looks of that.
Fascinating, isn't it? To think that such a tiny rock could hold so much power. Can you feel it? It's like it's calling to me, like the moon's call to the tides. Imagine what the relic it came from could do.
Why didn't you give the stone to Montclair? Why have me do it?
The Baron wasn't listening to me. We needed someone he trusted more, had more faith in. That someone was you, Count Verandis. Now the Baroness is on the mend, and House Montclair has returned to a state of contented bliss.
Stone isn't enough. Lila's still sick.
Well, that's unfortunate, but it is only a small piece of a grander relic, isn't it? I've been studying the Alien manuscripts. There may be more we can do for the poor Baroness.
Spit it out, Argonian, and speak plainly, or I will make you summon a zombie and shove it up your ass.
I found this stone among
Well then.
Rancer's royal historian, back when I served in Rancer's court. She had quite an intriguing collection, including the Alien manuscripts that had
I added the last part. That wasn't part of the script.
Still, bloody hell.
The manuscripts are locked away, but I left my notes in your library. A few phrases stood out as I translated. Life, death, crag. I'm sure they mean something. Take a look and see what you think. Perhaps the text can lead us to the greater relic.
Or I could just ram this staff right through your stomach now and get it over with. Made sure with each breath we breathe in life, health, vitality with each seed rock stone we planted. So we would prosper. No death, sickness, disease can harm us. This is the power of light, sun, fire. With each breath we breathe in. Only the vestige. Ooh. Contain the power of the... Oh, this is referring to me. This is an alien prophecy, or alien prophecy from the First Era, and it's referring to the vestige. That's kind of scary.
I remember now. The translation. We misinterpreted it. We assumed the crag housed a powerful healing artifact. But we were wrong. The hillside community, though. Why didn't I ever look into that?
Do you know what this means?
Not exactly. Not yet. But I will figure this out. In the meantime, there is one more memory I want you to explore. We ascended the Doom Crag, and that's where everything changed.
What's the Doom Crag?
A perilous peak that rises from the mountains to the north. It has always been a haunted, desolate place. Look for anything I may have missed. But more, I want you to see what happened to Montclair. I want you to understand why he must be stopped.
Of course. No, I understand completely why he must be stopped. Doom Crag. Moncalius speculated that the aliens who built this great spire above Ikoroi were attempting to create a metaphysical structure that would be a focus of arubic power, much as the Adamantine Tower is said to be. I have no idea what that means. Oh, they were trying to make a god. Listen to the Montclairs.
We shouldn't have left the guards behind.
Windowless.
Who knows what else we're going to run into?
There was no choice, Mother. You're getting worse, and we can't wait for them.
I'll stay here and protect the way out. Keep watch in case the guards catch up with us. The rest of you need to keep moving.
My God,
Thank you,
Gwendis
Gwendis.
is so short.
At least you retain a sense of honor.
Wylan, you have to stop blaming Verandis. This wasn't his fault.
Oof. Come forth.
Undead spirits? It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to stand in our way. Layla, wait until we clear the way.
Do not worry. For some reason, even in this ancient time, I have the prismatic staff. We will be okay. I've kind of gotten spoiled by the prismatic staff.
Come on. Mother doesn't have much time left.
These animated bones. Why do they seek to keep us from the relic? Are they the lingering remains of the aliens who once dwelt here, do you think? Well, they won't stop me. No matter what their reasons are, my cause is greater.
Are you sure you want to go through with this, Waylon?
I have never been more sure of anything in my life, Verandis. I will sacrifice everything, risk anything to save the woman I love. A shame the same can't be said of all of us.
I only did what Lila asked. She was worried about you.
You did what Layla wanted? What about what I wanted? You allowed her to talk you out of it when I expressly asked you to turn her. Well, I'm done asking. We're here because of you, and we're going to do exactly as I say. We're going to save my wife.
I'm sorry it's come to this.
Sorry won't help us here. We have to find the alien relic. That's all that matters now. Just remember, we're out of options. This is our last chance to save Layla, and I won't let you ruin it, vampire.
And we brought Rosal Jewel with us. Of course we did.
The relic this monolith houses must be powerful indeed.
Defeat a bone colossus.
I'm afraid.
My goodness, it's gonna take forever to grind at this rate. We'll find a better way to.
Hurry, Layla. Trust me. Soon you will be healed, and we can put this terrible episode behind us.
Yeah. Why would somebody put a cure at the top of something called the Doom Crag? I mean, does that sound like a place of healing to you, Joe?
Not really.
This is it. The relic is beyond this door. We've done it. We've reached the top of the Doom Crag. Now we can finally learn the secret of the ancient alien relic and save my wife. Your fear colors your perception, Verandis. It is merely the pulse of ancient magicka, the heartbeat of a powerful relic. Our intentions are pure. Has your courage deserted you, vampire? You discovered the relic's resting place, and I thank you for that. But right now, we have to reach the relic chamber and save my wife. After that, you can do what you want. Now, let's go.
You really should have listened. I've already done this quest before, so I know exactly what's about to happen.
By the 8! Can you feel the relic's power, Verandis?
This power, something about it feels wrong to me.
Enough of your constant mewling, Verandis. Are you a vampire or a scullery maid?
Why not both?
You told me yourself. The alien texts refer to Lata, the light. This is it. This is what will cure Layla.
We never learned why the aliens hid this relic within this desolate tower.
We don't know why the aliens did a lot of things. They were a strange people. But that won't stop us. Stand back and watch for all I care. But we're going to save my wife. I'll risk my life, my very soul to help my dear Layla. Now, let's begin.
Remember you said that.
Have no fear, my darling Layla. Soon the light will wash away
It's
your pain.
going to work, Baron. The power of this ancient alien remnant. It's almost overwhelming.
You're going to be all right, Mother. Just hold on.
The remnant will make you like new, my love. You'll be reborn.
Something's happening. I feel the power.
Yep, and there's the mark of oblivion under your feet, guys. So, I mean, that should have been the first sign that something was wrong.
Something feels wrong.
Verandis, we need you. We need your power. Quickly, touch the relic and help us.
Oh, right. I forgot. I corrupted the relic.
Aniamis alata, malatua, vasha anya belda sancre.
What's happening to us?
It's working. It's working. Soon the power will be ours to command.
No. What have you done? This isn't me. I never wanted this. Please, Verandis, help me. Make it stop. I can't stand the pain. End this, Verandis. End this before I...
No, Verandis, what did you do to Layla? What did you do? You'll pay for that, vampire. I have the power now. Nothing can stop me from reaching out and snapping.
Verandis? Montclair, no! Come on, Verandis. We need to get out of here.
Yeah. So, yeah, that happened. I completely forgot that's what happened. When I touched the relic, I corrupted it, and it turned them into vampires.
Well done.
Well, because I was... Well, technically Verandis is the one who touched it and corrupted it, so... But I was playing him in memories. Oh, everything is dark. I can't see anything. There we go. I'm back.
Remarkable. What a strange sensation of new recollections and old. I believe that Razal Jewel somehow removed those moments from my memory, but you were able to restore them. And now you understand what we are facing.
I'm not sure what I actually saw.
Disorientation is understandable. Somehow, when I joined the ritual, I altered the power of the relic. I turned Layla into a monster. I had to kill her. And Montclair and the others, they became vampires imbued with the power of the relic.
How did you escape?
I have Gwendis to thank for that. She pulled me out of there before Montclair and the others were fully recovered. Now Montclair claims he wants to end death and suffering. That he wants to take the throne of Ransa. And it's all my fault.
So what happens now?
The alien texts refer to an outpost in the hills. I need to find out where that is. It may be that the answer to defeating Montclair can be found in this hidden location. But first things first. There is a more urgent matter for you to deal with.
Of course.
Now you know how this sordid situation began. And you know how I, to my great and everlasting shame, helped Baron Montclair reach the likeness remnant. But now to more immediate matters. I know where Rosal Jewel can be found.
Then I should go after the Mad Argonian.
Not so fast, my enthusiastic friend. My agents have learned that Rosal Jewel struck in the west and is still in the area. Captain Genevieve, Countess Tamrit's younger sister, has established a camp for displaced refugees. She must be warned about this.
I can take word to her.
I had hoped you would make such an offer. My instincts tell me that Rosal Jewel allowed the refugees to survive. It's a trap. It has to be. Find the camp and tell the captain what I have learned. Then help her end this threat once and for all.
I'll find the captain and warn her about Rosal Jewel. Alright. The blood-splattered shield. I really need to stop teleporting where I teleport into thin air. One thing I'm really excited for is I hope in Greymore there's going to be unique dialogue for playing as a vampire, because it's the vampire chapter, so hopefully there'll be unique dialogue and stuff, and I'll find that out when I make my vampire character. Thinking about doing a Breton necromancer? Because as a vampire I'll already not really care about doing criminal acts anyways, so I can be a necromancer.
You look like you can defend yourself. Welcome to Camp Tamrith.
I was sent to warn you. Rosal Jewel is going to attack this camp.
And by the light, we'll be ready for the Mad Lizard. We were tracking him when we ran into these poor displaced people. We threw together this camp to shelter the refugees from Crestshade and the surrounding countryside.
What can I do to help?
Since my sister decided to visit, I must secure the camp. To this end, I need someone to find Jonah Morose. Jonah claimed he could sense Rosal Jewel, made the other refugees nervous. He and his mother fled the camp and disappeared.
I'll find Jonah and his mother.
A good soldier relies on solid information, as well as a brave heart and a worthy weapon. Is there anything else you want to ask me before you head out?
Can you tell me more about Rosal Jewel?
I've met a few Argonians in my time.
You're talking
An
to one right
interesting
now.
Bunch, connected to nature, calm, strange sense of humor. Rizal Jul is nothing like that. He's evil to the core. Where Montclair found him is beyond me, but he's served the Baron for years.
And what's he done out here?
Spreading chaos. He's using some sort of blood curse to turn innocent people into mindless blood fiends. Makes them feral. All you can do is kill them and put them out of their misery. By the light, it makes me so angry.
Can you tell me more about Jonah?
His mother was trying to keep him quiet, but Jonah was agitated, made everyone nervous. RK knows these people could use a bit of peace. It's not safe out there. They'll be safer here, I think. They may be hiding in one of the nearby towers. Honestly, I have no idea. Perhaps Jonah is just seeking attention. Perhaps he isn't quite sane. Whatever the case, we need to find them and bring them back here so that I can then turn all my efforts to locating Rizal Jul.
What is Countess Tamarath doing here?
She claims that she wants to be here when we finally catch the Mad Argonian, and that she wants to reassure the refugees with her presence. But I think she's really here to check up on me. I'm not sure she actually trusts her little sister.
Her little sister?
Yes, yes. My full name is Genevieve Tamarath, second daughter of House Tamarath and captain of the Shornhelm Guard. I'm proud of my heritage, but I don't expect my house connections to open any doors. I want to be judged on my merits, not my name.
Very well, Captain. Of course. Still, the Countess being here can make things a whole bunch more difficult. Having trouble tracking a semi-giant bat? Oh boy, I love being a lizard. You know, I kind of wonder if an Argonian who becomes a vampire still returns to the Hist tree when they die or not. Or to the Hist when they die or not. Or if their soul goes to Cold Harbor. Where all other vampires go.
They played, the Hist and Molag Bal played rock, paper, scissors for it.
The Hist has got a lot more hands than Molag Bal does. The Hist is made up of every Hist tree in the world. Like, you remember how the 100-hand one from Percy Jackson, like who when he plays rock paper scissors with like a
Well, let's face it. Molag Bal would be the type to do what Percy didn't, play gun.
There are no guns in Elder Scrolls.
Well, crossbow then. You get my point. They would have had they'd have had their own variant back in those days.
Or Molag Bal would just I don't know. I don't think the Daedra like to mess with the Hist very much because the Hist is something so foreign to them.
Stop talking to me. Bad voice, go away. Mother, please help me. We'll make it better, Mother. I promise.
What's wrong?
Quiet. The bad one will taste your words on the
Yeah, he's crazy.
Blood fiends accompany him. So many blood fiends. They want our blood.
Are you saying Rizal Jul is near?
I saw Rizal Jul in a dream. It was the night Crescent Shade was attacked. I could feel his presence. Now I always sense. He watches, he waits, he's coming for us.
Is your mother alright?
Mother's fine. I'm fine too. We're all fine here. Fine.
No, you're obviously not fine. You should come back to the camp. It's safer there.
No. That would be bad. I scared the others. They didn't like me. Besides, I don't want to draw Rizal Jul tell the captain I'm sorry. I'll stay here. Maybe he'll leave the camp alone if I hide here with Mother.
He is crazy.
My skin, it hurts.
She's either becoming a hag raven or a vampire. The way she's crouched, though, it looks more like she's becoming a hag raven. There's actually a theory that hag ravens are women that were that failed her scene and were punished by being turned into hag ravens.
Charming.
It sounds like something he would do. Montclair has deployed his vampires. Oh great, I'm being sent to talk to the Countess.
We didn't even have a moment's warning. By RK, the vampires. They struck so fast.
I don't see Captain Genevieve or Darian.
When the vampires attacked, Genevieve and Darian charged right into the thick of the battle. I lost sight of them since I stayed to defend the camp, but I could hear Genevieve calling out orders. Perhaps some of the guards saw what happened after that.
I'll talk to the guards.
Here. Take these healing poultices. You might as well help me tend to the soldiers while you're talking to them. I'd appreciate it, and so will they. After that, find my sister. She has a tendency to get into trouble when I'm not right beside her.
So you don't trust your little sister?
Did Countess Tamrith give you a poultice for me? I could use a little something to dull this pain.
Yes, she could tell me to give you this poultice.
Thank you. This will help my wounded arm. The vampires, they attacked without warning. We lost a lot of good people today.
Have you seen the captain?
No, I'm sorry. Everything was happening so fast. There was a lot of yelling, a lot of crying, a lot of confusion. I wish I could be of more help.
Of course, thank you for what you've done.
These poor bastards. They're just trying to find someplace safe, but disaster seems to follow after them.
Here, have a poultice.
Ah, a healer's poultice. Good. I prefer a bandage over a potion. I always found healing potions to taste rather like bog iron ale after it was strained through sweaty horsehair.
That's a very specific thing to compare it to. Have you seen the captain since the attack?
No, not a hair of her. I didn't even see her during the attack. I was back near the river cutting down blood feeds as fast as I could. Sorry I couldn't be more help.
You did what you could, Lieutenant. Remick.
Give me a few moments to catch my breath, then I'll be back on my feet in no time.
Here's a poultice.
Thank you. For a noble, the Countess sure knows how to make a proper poultice. I took a few hits, but I'm luckier than most, I suppose. I just hope none of my friends come back as blood fiends. I really don't want to deal with that.
I need to find the captain.
She ran off after what looked like a dark cloud. I saw her running west, toward the river. Pretty sure it was that mad Argonian she was after. The captain hates necromancers. That's probably why she was so intent on pursuing him.
Alright, I'm going to go it's time for me to do my duty to the Hist and send him back the hard way. Darian, you got knocked down on your butt.
It's merely a flesh wound. Think nothing of it. I'm worried about Captain Genevieve, though.
What happened to the captain?
She caught sight of Rizzlejewel and rushed after him. I, of course, followed. His vampires surrounded us, and while I was fighting them off, the good captain was dragged away. They took Genevieve into the cave. Hurry! We need to save her.
What about you?
I can barely stand. I'd just slow you down. I'll send reinforcements your way. If any show up, that is.
I have some questions, Darian.
I can't believe a blasted vampire actually got a decent cut in on me. But I was pretty busy trying to protect Genevieve. The House Tamrith sisters are both brave and good women. Please help Genevieve if you can.
Okay, how are you here right now? You disappeared in Cold Harbor. No. Why was the camp caught unawares?
The Shornhelm soldiers were diligent enough, but I think that thrice-damned Argonian used magic to mask their approach. They moved in so quickly and quietly that a good third of the camp was down before Genevieve and I could react.
Are you sure that he came this way?
Oh, yes, indeed. If I could get my hands on that damn lizard, I swear I'd make a pair of boots from his hide. And then I'd put them on and stomp through troll poop. People in the camp were just villagers. Now most are dead.
That's pretty harsh. He would take the Argonian, turn him into boots, and then walk through troll poop.
Hey, it would certainly get the message across.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you know, it shows that you're really willing to put your foot down.
Yeah, Jonah's mother is definitely a vampire. She's feeding upon a giant bat.
Ah, tough crowd.
Mother is sad. Very, very sad.
Is she sad, or because she's eating a heart by the looks of it?
Mother is hungry, but it makes me a little sick to watch her eat. Are you looking for the captain? They dragged her into the cave. Bad one is going to do terrible things to her.
What kind of terrible things?
Reewish likes to take parts from different bodies and make entirely new creatures. That's probably what he'll do to the captain. Or turn her into a blood fiend. The cave is full of vampires. Maybe you should use the
secret tunnel. You need to tell me where the secret tunnel is.
Please, please don't hurt me. I need to take care of Mother. I'll tell you what you want to know. The tunnel is over there. It's small, hard to spot. Secret. I saw
This guy is completely crazy.
There. I helped. Mother always says I should help others. Just squeeze through there.
You mean... I could skip right to the end and put him... Shadowfate Cavern. Baron Wyland of Montclair bases his clan to the throne of claims his throne of Thornham on his descent from King Hulbert, who ruled Rivenspire from 2 era 522 until his death, and I didn't let me finish reading it.
That's just an encouragement for you to read faster, pleb.
You've come into my own house. My audience of 0 people listening and call me a pleb. All 0 of those people are going to think lowly of me now. People come to see the Argonian and actually they don't come. Not most.
I mean, I'm here. Just.
Oh yeah. Of course, it's probably gonna be weird listening to yourself when you go back to watch the replay.
I wasn't actually intending to do that. I'm just listening to what you're saying and getting the mental image from there.
I mean, I guess that's okay.
You keep in mind that you're streaming so much now, I actually have trouble keeping up.
Well, I will be stopping that here soon once I get caught up on this. The only reason I'm doing this now is because they want they recommend completing the zone before Greymore. So, all right, Lizard.
Like all the other streams I've got with Storm, with Manic, and then like I'm also reading the D&D articles and books to get ready to actually run my gauntlet properly, and then there's also making time to speak with Strager, and
yes, I know.
I'm very busy.
I know, and this is gonna slow down. I just need to finish this zone, so that way, if I run into characters from this zone, it's not gonna confuse everybody.
So basically, I think I'll get what information I can get. Like if I've joined the stream at some point, I don't replay the whole thing because it's going to be stuff I know already, and your commentary kind of fills in anything I'm missing.
Yeah, hold on. They're talking. You're talking right over them, Joe. Sorry.
Where am I?
What are you say tentacles?
What has he done to me? What have I done?
Genevieve. Oh, Genevieve. We'll figure this out. Just stay calm. Please. I need your assistance.
Yeah, it's the captain's been turned into a vampire.
Genevieve, my sister. Rizal Jewel afflicted her with his blood curse. She's becoming a vampire. Vampires are
I don't know if you noticed from the pic, but I've started Mass Effect.
Yeah, I saw.
This is my sister.
Was she saying vampires are evil, utterly evil, but by RK, this is my sister. What do you want to do?
I wish there was another way, but I must be strong. Vampires are unholy, evil. I can't let my sister become one of these monsters. She has to die. It will be a mercy. Please, talk to Genevieve. Try to comfort her while I pray over my decision.
Just, not all vampires are evil. I mean, yeah, they have the instincts to be evil, but it is possible not to be an evil vampire. Hello, Captain.
I can see it in your eyes. I'm turning, becoming one of those things. No, I refuse to give in to despair. I want to live. God damn it, I want to live.
How do you know you won't be a monster? Become a monster?
I heard what my sister said. She thinks I'm evil, unholy. But it's still me. I'm still the shield of House Tamrith. I'm still her little sister. We've seen it before.
I mean, I think that's fair to say, like, Serana isn't evil.
I can control this. I want to live.
I agree with the Captain. You deserve a chance to prove yourself. We should let you live.
Thank you, my friend. You are wise and merciful. I will prove to my sister that I am still the woman she knows and loves. I will never succumb to this affliction. I will never betray House Tamrith or Rivenspire.
May the light guide you.
This decision will come back to haunt us. Mark my words. Let's just get out of this vile cave and let the light guide our path.
This is your little sister you're talking about. Return to Darien.
Pray that your decision to save my sister wasn't a mistake. I shall look to RK for tolerance, but I'm not sure I'll ever accept that this vampire is really Genevieve.
I gotta let you know, RK's not really in a good place because a lot of vampires have prayed to RK for help and he can't help them. There's only one being that can cure vampires, Joe. Do you know who that being is?
Well, I met him in Skyrim, so I can't remember his name.
Well, no, actually, he doesn't. He uses a special ritual that was created by the person who actually cures the vampires. It's one of the Daedric princes, the Daedric princes of nightmares. They are the only being that can cure vampires. The ritual he does is a bargain with that Daedric prince to restore your soul. With Razorjul dead, the refugees should be safe now.
Yes, our work here is done. Now, we must turn our attention to the traitorous Baron Montclair. But before we go, know that I am grateful you saved my sister. I just hope that your mercy doesn't turn out to be a terrible mistake.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Verondis and Gwendis have taught me so much. I know I can control the urges. Soon I'll be ready to get back out there and help the people of Rivenspire.
Very well. But you haven't even gone to them yet to start your training, so it's kind of interesting. I got the hero of House Tamarith. I'm really hoping she'll show up in Greymore again as an ally now that I saved her, but most likely that's not going to happen. Okay. Alright. Where are we headed to next? I didn't get my next main quest. That's weird.
I mean, it's not the first time. And I'll be right back.
Okay.
I need to put my tender in, do my teeth, yada yada yada.
Alright, I'm gonna need to find out where the next quest picks up at.
Alright.
Oh, there's a map of all the quests. I might download that for later. The Blood Spattered Shield is the name of the quest. Threat of Death. Got it. Okay, I gotta go back to Ravenwatch Castle. Okay. Easily done, my friend. First, let us return to Camp Tannerith. I realize I probably should have been using the prismatic staff for fighting the vampires. That may have actually helped. Lieutenant Shuga, where are you?
Look at this mess. Good to see you again, friend. Believe it or not, your presence actually makes us feel better. And I know that I feel safer with you around. I hate to ask, but I have another task that could use your help.
What do you need?
The Countess sent a priest to sanctify the dead. Those of us particularly devoted to the light fear rising as undead creatures more than anything else. The priest is here to make sure that doesn't happen.
What do I need to do?
Talk to Marnus Barclay. He'll tell you what needs to be done.
I'll help the priest however I can.
You should be able to find Marnus Barclay toward the front of the camp. That's where I saw him last.
What about the other dead bodies around the camp?
Not to be rude, but the refuge least in this matter. Best to let them bury their own dead. If they want help, they only need to ask. We'd be happy to dig a few graves, if that's what they need.
Aren't you, worried about the dead coming back to life?
Terrified. But if I need to battle a newly risen blood fiend, I'd rather it were an untrained commoner than a highly skilled soldier. Perhaps after you help Marnus Barkley with the dead members of the Guard, he can perform a few rituals for the refugees.
Alright, let's do this.
Blessed Arche, take these poor souls under your care. May your brilliant light cleanse their immortal souls. Oh, hello. Is there something you need, friend?
One of the soldiers suggested you could use some help with your rituals.
Indeed I could. Sanctifying, then burning bodies is a complicated process. If you could burn the bodies while I perform the sanctification rites, this will go a lot faster.
Sounds simple enough.
Take this torch. Use it on the bodies of the soldiers while I perform the ritual of sanctification.
Can I ask a few questions first?
Of course, my friend. Knowledge is light, and light is good for the soul. But remember, these poor unfortunates aren't going to sanctify themselves.
Have you had to sanctify many dead bodies?
I've been sent to battlefields before. Most recently at Hinault Farm. This is the first time I had to sanctify bodies potentially corrupted by a blood curse.
I saw what happened at Hildewit.
I thought I recognized you. The light blesses your steps, friend. You always seem to arrive where your help is most needed.
Why is Countess Tamara so concerned about sanctifying the dead?
It's the right thing to do, and it's what her beliefs demand. But more importantly, we know that vampires were responsible for these deaths. The risk of contamination is just too great to ignore.
Are you really just here to help the soldiers?
My good work takes me to wherever I am needed. After we make sure the soldiers are provided for, then I will help the refugees in any way I can.
Of course. You are a good man, sir. I can tell.
Okay, bless this soul, and sanctify this broken vessel.
To offer my own prayer, divines of Tamriel, guide them on their way.
May the light keep you in its warm and soothing embrace. May the light cleanse this vessel. Let it rest in peace. By the light's holy radiance, let the dead stay dead.
Hear, hear, my friend.
I was considerably faster than I expected, thanks to your assistance.
Is that all of them?
Not quite. If my count is accurate, there should be 1 or 2 more bodies that we need to find and sanctify.
Where should we go to look for them?
Let's check some of the nearby overlooks. I believe the survivors told me that a few battles took place in those areas.
Understood.
This one smells terrible. May the light bless you anyway. The light protect us.
Get away. Do not hurt the kind priest.
Now that that's over with, we should return to Camp Tamrith and let Lieutenant Sagug know that the task is complete.
Are you alright? The Bloodfiend got pretty close to you.
Closer than I hoped, I assure you. The experience was illuminating. After seeing the lack of pity or compassion in those monstrous eyes, I'm more certain than ever that the living must be protected from this blood curse. Light watch over us.
As long as you're okay. I'd hate to have to put you down. My poor friends. Xander, Igobrit, and oh, hey guys. You guys survived the attack.
happened? I heard a commotion and was about to send a few of the guard to investigate.
We've been sanctifying the bodies of the dead soldiers, but we ran into a blood fiend.
As long as the two of you weren't injured, that would have been tragic. Well, we'll all sleep a little better knowing that the dead have been laid to rest. Take this as a token of my appreciation.
Of course, thank you. Alright, back to Ravenwatch Castle we go. We're going to use the way shrine to speed our way a little bit. Membership in the Dark Brotherhood, available in the Dark Brotherhood DLC, conveys the right to use the Blade of Woe. The Blade of Woe ability allows you to assassinate most unaware humanoid creatures with a single stroke.
Hello.
Hello, I'm about to try to... Heloise! Oh, you found your way here.
I'm so glad to see you again. I've been keeping up my end of the bargain, with Verandis' help, of course.
How'd you end up here, Heloise?
Verandis approached me not long after we parted ways. He told me he knew what I was going through. He offered me another way, the type of way I was looking for. A way to live alongside people and not be a monster.
I'm so glad for you, Heloise. I never knew that you made it here. I thought you actually left, and the captain's here too, sharpening her blade on another blade.
Sparing me. I may never be my true self again, but I can still serve Rivenspire.
Of course, Captain. I like these two girls that you can spare. Well, there's no quest marker. That's weird. Hold on a second. Something's not right here.
I'm going to hop off the party here. I'm gonna talk with Striker for a bit, alright?
Okay, no problem. Talk to you later.
See you later.
Right, and I'm going to resume my commentary. I'm not seeing where the next quest is. According to this, I should be able to... Hold on, let me see if I can find a list of the Rivenspire main quest. No, I'm sorry. This is gonna take a second. I'm sorry. I don't see where this quest activates at. Or Lacarta Hills, huh? Kind of strange that I didn't get the next quest immediately. Yep, I'm dead. Oof. That hasn't happened for a while. We will keep silence for you from the citizens of Muni and the High Commission. There's the next quest.
Hey, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Verandis requests your presence at the ruins in the Locrata Hills, if you aren't too terribly busy at the moment.
What? Where does Verandis want me to go?
To the ruins at the Locrata Hills, just to the northeast of Shornhelm. Verandis' research has led him to the ruins and he needs your help. Why he needs you when he has me, I'll never understand. But he is the master, as he constantly reminds me.
I'll meet Verandis at the ruins. One thing I want to do first before we do that. There's a couple quests down in this area I want to take care of. Primarily because I think it'll trigger more quests back at Ravenwatch. She's a red princess, she's the best, she's a bottle of lightning in a dress. I don't need to be singing that song, but it's stuck in my head. She's a thunderstorm rolling through the night. She's our shooting star and she's lighting up the sky. Asuradaro. Hey, what do we got here, friend?
Like a wounded one. Get down, you fool! Do you want the blood fiends to see us? Now hush! Hush! Medusa needs her ears right now. No, wait. Strike that. Let's talk. You can help Medusa, yes?
What kind of help are you asking for?
What kind of help? The helpful kind, of course. I meant to arrive before evil invaded this hamlet, find Constable Maldred, and provide what help I could. But this one is detained, and the constable is nowhere to be seen. Moira's hope is lost.
So what do you want me to do?
Patience. Medusa will explain. The survivors, they are our priority. We move together too. No, too obvious. We move separately, draw less attention that way. Adusa noticed a few survivors headed toward the large barn in the distance. Meet me there.
Alright, I'll meet you at the barn.
You go first, then Adusa shall sneak off. Less chance of both of us getting captured by these cursed creatures that way.
Can I ask you a few questions before we head into Mora's Hope?
If you must. But hurry, please. Survivors have a terrible habit of becoming dead when they are left unattended.
I'm not going to ask this one because I already know who you are. I met you at Ravenwatch. What's going on here?
Must Adusa explain everything? Look around. The people of Moira's Hope were either turned into blood fiends or turned into food for blood fiends. Now, as to the who and the why of this horror, Adusa cannot say. Not is, was. This was the peaceful hamlet of Moira's Hope. Now it is a disaster area.
Very well.
Stay back, vampire! I'll stick you with this sword. I mean it.
Calm down, Sheepskin. Your courage is commendable, but highly misplaced. We are here to help.
And how am I supposed to trust you?
This one could have overpowered you at any time. Now stand down, or Adusa will stick that sword where the bright moons never shine.
What? How dare you? Oh, very well.
Dare you.
I'll just go and sit down or something.
Mortals, show a little concern, and this is the thanks you get. And where is the constable? Why isn't he here? But that is a mystery for another time. The survivors are our priority. Still, these vampires, they are most unusual.
What do you mean unusual?
Such precision, such coordination. Rarely have I seen vampires behave like an army instead of raiders. This wasn't an incursion. It was an occupation. We must work quickly. It won't take long for the enemy to discover our presence.
So what's the plan?
You stay here and guard these townsfolk. I'll go search for more survivors. No. Reverse that. Better for you to search and Adusa to stay here. Watch for signs of the constable. I will try to learn more about our enemy while you are gone.
Tell me more about the constable.
You ask many questions, like a young one who has eaten too much moon sugar. Constable Madred is a friend, a trusted contact. We have worked together in the past. And speaking of work, don't you have some survivors to save?
Yeah, vampire. I'm gonna tell Indurus about this. I'm gonna do this one first because this guy annoys me.
I know how to deal with your kind. Come any closer and this goes straight into your heart.
Easy now. I'm here to rescue you.
Perfectly safe right where I am. Thank you very much. Got a sharp blade and plenty of food. I'm downright cozy. But those bloodsuckers turn the townsfolk into their feral pets. Absolutely depressing. Divines take them all.
You'll be safer in the barn with the other survivors.
There are other survivors? Why didn't you say so? I'll follow you, but we need to be very careful. These creatures aren't like any vampires I ever read or heard stories about. They're like a Divine's damned army.
Yeah, they are. Get you back to the barn. Come on. Because you have a bad habit of despawning.
Vampire or blood fiend, you will fall to Adusa's terribly swift blades.
Corwin.
Come on, let's have at it. I'd rather die fighting than get turned into one of your pitiful creatures.
Not one of them. I'm here to rescue you.
Well, that's a relief. I thought for sure you were going to kill me. I just wish you had gotten here in time to save my father.
What happened to your father?
They called her Larea. She demanded that we line up to receive her blessing. That's what she called it, her blessing. My father was one of the first to step forward and tell her what to do with her blessing. She ripped out his throat.
I'm sorry for your loss, but we need to get you to safety.
Of course. You're right. I know you're right. Lead the way.
That's 2. Celeste.
Divine, save me! Please, I'll join your army. Really, I will. Just don't kill me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're not one of them, are you? Thank the Divines. They just marched into town like they owned the place. Cold, horrible woman. She whispered something to the soldier, and people began to change.
Change in what way?
The woman made a strange gesture, and townsfolk began turning into blood fiends. And she just walked away and let her companions... They were so fast, so strong. They started tearing people apart. Anyone who didn't change was attacked.
Come on, we need to find any other survivors and get to the barn.
Other survivors? I didn't dare hope. All right, lead the way.
Come on. Go. Nah, he's dead.
Well, you are gone. We had a few visitors. Nothing Adusa couldn't handle, of course. But we shouldn't linger in this place much longer.
I found as many survivors as I could.
Yes, Adusa noticed. Fewer than I hoped, but more than I expected. Meanwhile, this one learned that the vampires left a commander here. He's up in the house, atop the hill. Moira's hope can never recover while he controls the town.
A vampire commander?
Militant vampires require structure. Why is that so surprising? But we have more pressing matters. I will get the survivors out of town. You must deal with the vampire commander. Meet us on the road when the deed is done.
Of course. I am on my way to the convenience stores of Speedway. No, I need to stop doing that. Come. Oh, my inventory is full.
Khajiit has gold if you have wares.
Of course. I always have wares. Who do you think you're talking to, Khajiit? There we go.
I was wondering when you were going to arrive, Adusa. You aren't who I was expecting. Good. I didn't really want to kill Adusa just yet. You, on the other hand, I will enjoy feasting on your blood.
You betrayed a friend of yours. You're lucky I granted you a quick and easy death. She probably would not have. Huh. So the constable betrayed his people. Those that weren't turned into blood fiends were supposed to die. Either be fed to the blood fiends or dispatched. It's terrible.
By the look on your face, Adusa assumes you were successful? The vampire commander is dead, yes?
I killed the vampire commander. His name was Maldred, or Maldred.
Maldred? That's the name of the... No. That unclawed traitor! Adusa only wishes she had been the one to end him. You did well, Fireclaw. Adusa will see that these people reach a safe haven. Then I have business of my own to attend to.
I understand.
There is something sinister going on in Rivenspire, Fireclaw. Keep your wits about you, and stay fragrant. What you saw here is only the beginning.
Where do you take the survivors?
Adusa will take the survivors to Horfrost Downs. They should be safe enough there. Pardon, but this one is still coming to grips with how fast the Blood Fiends were created, and with the Constable's betrayal.
I'm sorry the constable betrayed the town.
Yes. Word of what happened here must be carried to my master, Count Verandis. There is much work to be done, and very little time if Lorea has truly ventured this far south.
You mentioned something about blood fiends?
Typically, a vampire degenerates over time, eventually withering into a mindless blood fiend. The process we observed in Moira's Hope was quite the opposite. The blood curse appeared to change its victims into blood fiends almost immediately.
So all vampires will eventually degrade over time? That's an interesting thing. Ah. Yes, I know who this is.
I know you. Daggerfall. That mad plan to take on Molag Bal. Crazy. Let me ask you though, if someone committed a heinous crime, slaughtering innocent people and such, could they ever be forgiven? Or should they suffer for the rest of their lives?
Why are you asking me this?
Because that's the scenario here. I've tracked down a man named Gerard Alphen. Alphen ordered the massacre of hundreds of innocent people during Rancer's War and then vanished. After 10 years, I finally found him. I just need help bringing him in.
What kind of help do you need?
I need someone to fight their way into the barrows and find his hiding place. It shouldn't be too hard. One of Alfen's old cronies came to help him escape. Trolls got to him, but he must have been carrying a clue to Alfen's hiding place.
Alright, I'll see what I can find.
You're smart. Working for the Ring of Daggers has two great benefits. First, we reward our friends generously. Second, we don't worry about trials and laws and silly things like that. Get Alfen to Hoarfrost Downs, and he will pay for what he did.
Can I ask you about something?
You certainly can. I may or may not be obliged to answer, but you can certainly ask.
What exactly were his crimes?
Alfen was King Rancer's spy master and head of security. During the war, when High King Emmerich struck an alliance with the Orcs, Rancer went mad. He had Alfen round up hundreds of innocent Orc civilians and put them to the sword.
So he was acting on King Rancer's orders?
Of course, but that makes him no less guilty. The dog that bites cannot blame his master for letting him off the chain. Alfen willfully organized the slaughter of innocent people, and he will pay for that crime, no matter how long it takes.
How will he be punished?
If you must know, he will die, and most likely it will be a slow and painful death. The contract is with High King Emmerich. He hired us to track Alfen down. We can bring him in dead or alive. It's our choice. In addition to his crimes, Alfen made the mistake of crossing the Ring of Daggers. He tortured and killed the lover of our leader, Copper Diarrhea. All that remained of that man was an eye. I suspect Copper will begin with one of Alfen's eyes.
I'm sure she will. Can you tell me about the Ring of Daggers?
We work on a contractual basis. Guards, soldiers, scouts, couriers, whatever the client needs, we provide. We swear allegiance to no one, but work for a variety of interests within the Daggerfall Covenant. Often, even for the High King himself.
So you're mercenaries?
No, it's not that simple. You can't hire the Ring of Daggers to fight in some silly war or a military campaign. We take contracts for specific tasks, which require a few agents. And we maintain our own chain of command.
Yeah, I kind of like the Ring of Daggers.
I'll be having a drink at the Dusklight Inn in Hoarfrost Downs. I'll wait for you there.
After so many years of lying low, I thought they had forgotten about me, but it seems that's not the case. The Ring of Daggers is still after me, and they're closing in. One of their agents is asking questions around Moira's hope, and I need to escape. In the short term, I'm prepared. I have a hideout within the central crypt of the Sangerine Barrows. I can sell myself within and survive for some time, but I need you to come as soon as possible. I'm hoping you can help me relocate and assume a new identity once again. P.S. Watch out for the trolls. Well, you apparently didn't listen to that.
Out there. Duran? Tell me that's you.
Open the door, Elfin.
For you? I don't think so. Who do you work for? The Ring of Daggers? If so, you're wasting your time. You can't get in. And I have enough supplies to survive in here for quite some time. However long it takes until my friends come for me.
Your friend was killed by the trolls.
You saw him? I needed him to get me out. The door can only be opened from the outside. I don't have enough supplies to last forever. I'll die in here.
I can open the door if you'll tell me how.
Of course you will. And then you'll hand me over to the Ring of Daggers. I'm no fool. I am in a bind here, though. Perhaps I can persuade you to have mercy. You should know that despite my past, I'm actually a very good person now.
You expect me to take your word for that?
Well, no. There's a letter in my pack, though. It would give me some credibility. I dropped my pack out in the barrows, but if you'll find and read that letter, I'll tell you how to open the door. And if you still want to turn me in, so be it.
That sounds reasonable.
All right. I believe I dropped my pack by an altar just north of the crypt. You'll find the letter in there. If you read it, you'll see.
The door's just
I'm
opened.
a changed man. I've done everything I can to make amends. Please, just read it and come back.
All right. I see a lot of people are taking the do the Rivenspire zone to heart, which is good. I mean, it's good that that the game devs can make a suggestion like that and people actually do it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make some more Witch Mother Potent Brew. I'm starting to run low. Alright, I did not actually get to read this letter last time. Dear Sir, I know you prefer to remain anonymous, but I wanted to write to express my thanks. Your tireless work over the last several years to help our Orsinium orphanage has been beyond generous. The golden gifts you send have been put to good use, warming the beds and the hearts of countless orc children. We have also been able to expand the orphanage itself, making the finest in all the Dagonfall Covenant. Our city scholars were shocked to see the tomes of orcish history you tracked down on our behalf. You have restored knowledge to our people that was believed lost for all time. May Malakath bless you for what you've done. Orga Gur Sergal, Headmistress, Orsinium Home for Displaced Children. So, I mean, he has making amends for what he's done. Do I really want to cross the Ring of Daggers, though? Well, technically, I am not a Daggerfall Covenant member. I am a member of the Ebonheart Pack, and surely my friends in the Morlock Tong would be more than happy to come and... Okay, we'll give him a chance. You know, we'll give it a try. We'll try freeing him and see what happens. I have a feeling, though, she's going to catch up with us.
Oh, thank the gods. The walls of this crypt are closing in on me now. Ever since I realized I might die in here. Funny how the mind does that. Did you find my pack, though? Did you find the letter?
Yes, I read the letter.
I hope it's giving you something to think about before you decide my fate. Regardless, I suppose it's my turn to hold up my end of the bargain. Unfortunately, this door was designed to be absolutely secure against... The door is controlled by two levers on either side of the barrel above. As if that weren't enough, you'll need keys to activate the levers. The keys are buried inside the Dorel and Tamrith family crypts. I am sorry this is so much trouble.
Don't worry, I'll get the keys and activate the levers and open the door.
Yes, and then I get to find out what my fate is to be. I hope you're really thinking about this.
Yeah, they're really piling on the guilt there. I don't remember exactly where the opening is. See, I always do this. I always get lost. This one, the Tamrith one, is always so hard to find. There it is, right there. Alright, one down, one to go. I think we're just standing there. One. We really like the born fell faster, wrecking havoc like a natural disaster. She rocks her law, one blast and walk on stampede.
Now look upon the face of the one who will be my judge. I hope you understand that I am in no way trying to deny my past wrongdoings, nor would I argue that those acts should be forgiven.
I understand.
If you read the letter in my pack, then you at least know that I've done what I can in the years since the war to make amends for the things I did. Even if you decide to hand me over to the Ring of Daggers, I will at least die knowing I tried.
Do you want to know what my decision now?
No. I prefer you take your time making this choice. I need to get out of these barrels either way. So you can take me to the Ring of Daggers, or you can take me to the other side of the barrels and set me free. It's up to you.
Alright, let's get moving.
I'm yours to do with as you will. Whatever you decide, I will go along. My fate is in your hands.
I think we've heard enough to make a decision. I'm gonna try to let him go. See what happens. I get a feeling that it could be very intriguing. We're gonna try. I don't think it'll work, but we can definitely try.
I don't see anyone from the Ring of Daggers. Does that mean you've chosen to let me go free?
Yes, you're free to go.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I promise you, whatever efforts I made to redeem myself before, they will be doubled. Every hour for the rest of my life, I will try to earn the reprieve you've given me.
Very well. Be on your way. I get the feeling he's going to get assassinated. You see, he still has the follower symbol over his head, which is weird. Let's go over to... I'm just kind of interested to see what happens if I go over to here now that I've let him go. And then we're going to end the stream for the night, because we did quite a bit of progress today. We completed 2 main quests, several side quests, and I think we've actually done enough for 1 stream, even though it's a little shorter than usual, but that's fine. It's kind of late, and there are things I'd like to do before bed, and then I got work in the morning, so... Yeah, she's not here, which is not a good sign.
I heard the battle in the Fevered Muse was touch and go. I'm glad you won the day.
Thank you, my friend. Alright, well, this is where we're going to end off here. I hope to see you guys next time, which will be tomorrow. We're going to continue on with the Rivenspire zone. and we're going to try to get this zone finished up before June 9th, which is when the DLC launches for Greymoor, and hopefully I'll be able to get it the day it launches. So we shall see. Thanks for thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you next time.